We often celebrate invention as a force for good, a steady march toward a better world. But what if progress sometimes comes with a hidden price? What if our greatest breakthroughs unleash disasters we never saw coming? Some of history's most celebrated inventions have created catastrophes far worse than the problems they solved. Today, we're peeling back the glossy veneer of innovation to reveal the uncomfortable truths beneath. We'll explore inventions that promised a brighter future but delivered nightmares instead. Let's dive into the hidden cost of progress, and how good intentions can sometimes leave a trail of destruction. Fritz Haber, Nobel laureate and German chemist, revolutionized agriculture with the Haber-Bosch process, making artificial fertilizers that fed billions. But during World War I, he pioneered chemical weapons, believing they could end the war quickly. His institute developed a cyanide-based pesticide later refined into Zyklon B. After Haber, who was Jewish, fled Nazi Germany, his invention was twisted into a tool of genocide. Zyklon B became the instrument of mass murder in Nazi extermination camps. An invention meant to save lives became a symbol of unimaginable horror. The line between savior and destroyer can be terrifyingly thin. Early refrigerators used deadly gases until Thomas Midgley Jr. and his team created CFCs, a safe, stable alternative. CFCs revolutionized cooling and countless industries hailed as a miracle of modern chemistry. But their stability was their downfall. CFCs drifted into the stratosphere, where sunlight broke them apart, releasing chlorine that destroyed ozone. By 1985, scientists discovered a massive hole in the ozone layer over Antarctica. The culprit, our miracle chemical. We solved one problem, only to create a global crisis that threatened all life on Earth. Sometimes, the safest solution is the most dangerous. Progress can have a price we never imagined. Thomas Midgley Jr. also solved engine knock by adding tetraethyl lead to gasoline, making cars run smoother. But lead is a potent neurotoxin, and its dangers were well known even then. Despite mounting evidence of harm, industry pushed leaded gasoline for decades, the result generations exposed to toxic lead with devastating effects on health and society. Midgley's quest for a better engine became an environmental catastrophe. Sometimes the pursuit of progress poisons us all. The quiet engine came at a deafening cost. The plastic bag, invented in 1959 by Sten Gustav Thulin, was meant to be a reusable, eco-friendly alternative to paper. Instead, it became the ultimate symbol of single-use convenience. We now use 1 trillion plastic bags a year, most discarded after a single use. They clog landfills, pollute oceans, and break down into microplastics that contaminate our world. Thulin's well-intentioned invention now chokes the planet. Convenience has become a curse. The simplest solutions can have the longest shadows. Morphine, isolated from the opium poppy, was a medical miracle, but also addictive. Chemists sought a safer alternative and created heroin, marketed as non-addictive and sold over the counter. It proved even more destructive. Decades later, new opioids like OxyContin were again falsely promoted as safe, sparking a modern epidemic. The quest to conquer pain has unleashed waves of addiction and suffering. Sometimes the cure is worse than the disease. Good intentions can spiral into tragedy. Asbestos, once hailed as a miracle for its fireproof qualities, became ubiquitous in construction and industry. But its fibers, when inhaled, caused deadly diseases like asbestosis and mesothelioma. The risks were known but hidden for decades. Even now, asbestos lingers in buildings worldwide, a silent, deadly legacy. The material meant to protect us became a hidden killer. Sometimes the most trusted innovations are the most dangerous. Progress can leave a toxic inheritance. The Hindenburg was the pinnacle of airship luxury, designed for safe helium but filled with flammable hydrogen due to export bans. For a year, it crossed the Atlantic in style, until disaster struck in 1937. A spark ignited the hydrogen, and the airship was consumed by flames in seconds. 36 people died, and public trust in airships vanished overnight. The dream of the Zeppelin died with the Hindenburg. One fateful decision changed the course of aviation history. Sometimes compromise leads to catastrophe. After World War I, radium was marketed as a miracle, used in everything from toothpaste to glowing watch dials. Young women painting these dials ingested radium daily, told it was harmless. They suffered horrific illnesses, rotting jaws, tumors, and death. The company denied responsibility, but the women fought back and won a landmark case. Their suffering led to crucial worker protections and safety standards. The Radium girls paid with their lives, but changed history. Sometimes the brightest innovations cast the darkest shadows. The flying car was a dream pursued by inventors for decades. In the 1970s, Henry Smolinski's AVE Mizar combined a Ford Pinto with airplane parts. On a test flight, a wing strut failed, and the car plane crashed, killing Smolinski and his partner. The design flaw was fatal. The welds couldn't hold. The dream of the practical flying car died with its creator. Some ideas are alluring, but reality can be unforgiving. Not every dream is meant to fly. The invention of the cigarette rolling machine made smoking cheap and accessible. Aggressive marketing glamorized cigarettes even as evidence of their dangers mounted. The tobacco industry denied the risks, fueling a global health crisis. Smoking became the leading cause of preventable death, killing millions. A simple machine paired with corporate greed created a deadly addiction. Innovation can hijack our brains and our future. Sometimes the deadliest inventions are the most ordinary. In the 1930s, Egas Moniz developed the lobotomy, hoping to cure mental illness by severing brain connections. Walter Freeman's ice-pick lobotomy made the procedure quick and widespread. Thousands underwent the operation, often for minor conditions. Many were left passive, childlike, or permanently incapacitated. The lobotomy became a symbol of medical hubris and tragedy. A desperate cure destroyed countless lives. Progress without compassion or caution can be devastating. The quest to understand the atom led to the discovery of nuclear fission and the atomic bomb. The Manhattan Project brought together brilliant minds, culminating in the bombings of Hiroshima and Nagasaki. Nuclear weapons changed the world, introducing the threat of mutual destruction. The environmental and human costs have been immense. We gained the power to end all life on Earth. The pursuit of knowledge can open doors we can never close. Some powers are too great to control. Synthetic fishing nets made from plastics like nylon revolutionized the industry. Strong, cheap, and nearly indestructible. But lost or discarded nets become ghost nets, drifting for decades, killing marine life indiscriminately. They entangle whales, turtles, and birds and break down into microplastics. The very durability that made them valuable has turned them into a persistent threat. Our quest for efficiency has created a silent ocean killer. Progress can haunt us long after we're gone. The sea remembers what we forget. Thalidomide, marketed as a safe sedative and morning sickness remedy, was prescribed to pregnant women worldwide. It caused thousands of catastrophic birth defects before the link was discovered. One FDA official's caution kept it off the US market, but the damage was global. The tragedy led to stricter drug testing and regulation. A wonder drug became a nightmare for families. Sometimes the cost of safety is learned through suffering. Every pill carries a lesson from the past. The road to progress is littered with unintended consequences. These stories remind us that science and technology are powerful tools, neither good nor evil, but shaped by our choices. With every breakthrough comes responsibility. To ask hard questions, consider consequences, and put people and planet before profit. The future depends on learning from the past. Which invention shocked you the most? Let us know in the comments. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more untold stories from science and history.